Look out! It's gonna blow! The Fox Box is now 4Kids TV!
We're 4Kids!
Are you 4Kids?
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Saturday morning, Bizarrecast Requiem. Here to fill you with nostalgia and maybe make you very angry at us for misremembering things you might remember from your childhood, because everyone knows nostalgia is what keeps you going. As always, I'm here with Chip. Chip, take it away.
Well, yeah, rose-tinted glasses looking back on some of these subjects and kind of picked my brain and unlocked some core memories. Oh, I remember waking up on Saturdays and turning on the TV, and I would always watch the same two shows on Saturday mornings.
Mm-hmm.
The first one would be Shaolin Showdown.
Ooh. Oh, that takes me back.
Yeah, right? I feel old.
There was
Bro,
a sequel series to it.
Oh, don't tell me that. It's probably garbage,
It
like Teen
is.
Titans. Oh, damn it. I
But
knew
it kept the same art style and like the same general focus.
But yeah, man, I'd wake up, watch some Shaolin Showdown, and then as soon as that's done, I just change the channel and watch Judge Judy for the rest of the day.
Oh
Judge
my
Judy,
God.
yo, if they made a Judge Judy anime crossover with Phoenix Wright, I would die. That
Oh
would be
man.
amazing.
I'd buy it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd buy it instantly.
Should I'd invest in it?
Dude, there was another famous Steve Harvey has like a judge show now,
Yeah, I saw it.
but I don't think it's actual like court stuff.
No, it's just TV.
So what I remember, besides beating my brother up on Saturday mornings, as you would do as a child, and being the eldest son and wanting to get all of the Fruit Loops, um, is I remember sitting down and watching the entire like 4Kids TV Fox Box show from like it starts at like 7 in the morning to like noon. I watched the whole thing like every week. And I remember watching like when One Piece came out, which is probably why I'm a huge shill for it, and I still accept the 4Kids dub existence, but you know, Pokemon was on there. And I think one that a lot of people keep forgetting about, they just like never bring up, is Ultimate Muscle.
Ultimate Muscle.
Did you ever see Ultimate Muscle? Okay. So Ultimate Muscle was like wrestling focused, and these people were like, it was like insanely powered people, but they were wrestling. And like it wasn't until I was in college that I found out that Ultimate Muscle actually is a sequel to an anime in Japan that's like super popular, called Kinnikuman, and it's been running since like 70.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's super popular. And I started reading the Kinnikuman manga, which it gets really fucking crazy. The original series does compared to um Ultimate Muscle, which is called Kinnikuman Nissan in Japan. Uh, it starts off like he's just a really bad superhero, and then like they're fighting like chimeras and stuff, and then it just randomly starts like going into like wrestling matches. By the way, there's an American character who is a superhero for hire in Japan. So
That's hilarious.
yeah, his name is Terry Man. His favorite food is hot dogs, and his favorite sport is American football. And he's from Texas.
Y'all.
He fucking
Ugh.
he fucking saves the day, and then he hands the government an itemized fucking invoice. It's like, you could send the money here.
But dude, Pokemon, what a
Yes.
genius
Oh yeah.
idea that was, having a show to promote your trading card game, and it blew up.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
Pokemon was the shit.
you had the games, and then you had the Pokemon, you know, the
Mhm.
show, and then the trading card. I think the trading card game, then the show.
They franchised the hell out of it.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it had the perfect marketing thing. Got to catch them all.
Yeah,
Genius.
oh, very clever. I used to watch a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh too.
I watched like the original Yu-Gi-Oh series and GX and like 5Ds, but like after that, I haven't seen
Kind of
anything.
fell off. Yeah, same. Dude, I remember people would be out with dual discs and shit
Oh my god.
back in the, yeah, you remember the dual
Oh dude, I
discs?
had one. I didn't
So
have.
did
I
I.
had one of the dark ones, the Orichalcos ones.
Oh, I had the OG dual disc, baby.
They're coming back. I just saw them on Amazon, like
Oh,
remade to buy.
Jesus.
I'm like, oh, do I want to spend $150 on this thing that I don't even have cards for anymore?
Or just 3D print it and play Magic the Gathering on it or something.
Dude, I have so
But
many Magic cards.
oh, we could talk about that all day some other time.
Yeah.
What else? We Beyblade used to let them rip
Oh man.
in the playground. I have a horror story about Beyblade if you're interested.
Yeah, I've got a funny story about Beyblade too, but you can go ahead first.
So, I was the reason that Beyblades were banned from my school because, you yank the ripcord
Mm-hmm.
and that thing's got some speed on it and it's got the teeth, right?
Yeah.
And people would huddle around the little Beyblade arenas to watch the battles and they'd stand behind people using the Beyblades.
Mm-hmm.
So when you let it rip, one time I let it rip, and there was some guy standing about a foot behind me, and he caught the ripcord right to his eye.
Oof.
Yeah, uh, he didn't quite forgive me for that. It's been 20 years, and the guy is now 6 foot and about 300 pounds of muscle.
Oh wow.
And he confronted me about it actually,
Mm-hmm.
like 2 months ago.
Oh.
Because we've been mutual friends with a guy,
Mm-hmm.
and we totally forgot about the incident until I brought it up one day, and I didn't realize it was him.
Oh. Oh no.
Hmm.
You're his anime villain arc?
Oh God!
You're the reason he needed a training arc.
Tell me about your Beyblade story. What do you got?
So I had a video now, but not like the nice ones that were in color. I had a black and white one, and I had like a bunch of the Blade like animes episodes on it. And I remember taking it to school, and I'm like watching Beyblade, and this kid's like, "Oh, well, why don't you just play with real Beyblades?" And I didn't have any at the time because I was poor. Um, she's like, "Oh, I've got an extra one. You can use mine." And I was like, "Okay." Now, no one brought one of the arenas. We were just doing it on the concrete. And this is when Beyblades were still metal. And he hands me one and he's like, "You know how to do it, right?" And I'm like, "Yes." Never in my life actually doing it. So I like go to like do it, but I'm like, "Oh, I just watched the show." So I was like, "Oh, I do this all fancy like." It's like, "Oh, let it rip," and I hit it. But I accidentally lifted my cat just looked at me while I was doing that and he looked horrified. And I kind of accidentally like angled it up off of my hand, so when it launched off, it went forward instead of down on the ground, and it
Ooh,
hit this kid right square in the forehead, and he fell back like he just got shot in the head.
sounds like you won.
I did. He was my opponent.
You were just thinking outside the box a little bit.
I was thinking outside the bell.
I still have some Beyblades downstairs. We used to like trade the weights around and the
Mm,
tops and just completely customize that stuff. And then all the rich kids would come in with their RC controlled Beyblades and
yeah,
just wipe the floor with everyone. So we stopped playing.
I had a Beyblade game for GameCube that I was addicted to, but I did not know how. I played it recently as an adult, and I'm like, how the hell did I get as far as I did as a child in this game? This game is weird.
Yeah, that's happened to me a couple times with games, but those were really the main staples. That and Sailor Moon, which I think I can discuss another time because my wife's a big Sailor Moon buff and has
Yeah.
clockwork oranged me into watching it with her, and I love it.
Yeah, I really liked Sailor Moon. I was trying to find animes for my little stepsisters. And I was like, ah, what can I show you children that I can't get in trouble for showing you? So I was like, let's watch Sailor Moon. I actually really liked it.
Yeah, Sailor Moon's great, dude. What else? Hamtaro,
Yeah,
Little
Hamtaro.
Hamster, Big Adventure.
Shaman King?
Oh, now I remember Shaman King. Jesus, that's a throwback.
Oh yeah. They recently updated it and it's on Netflix.
Hmm.
So I've been watching it on Netflix and I was like, this is great. And it's like the uncut version. So
You know what I thought was a strange one?
what?
Code Lyoko.
I loved Code Lyoko.
So I loved Code Lyoko too. It was very interesting in that it had a mix between, traditional frame by frame animation
Mm-hmm.
and the worst CG. you'll ever see. I'm sure back in the 2000s, like you looked at it and said, "Oh, that's so cool." I watched an episode of Code Lyoko like a month ago. It looked like ass. I don't know how else to put it. The 3D segments are abysmal, but I'll give it a pass since it's so old.
Yeah, I mean, the most things that I remember from that show is Homeboy wanted to download his waifu in the real world,
Yeah, Aelita.
and then she didn't even like him. That was the best part. They had this whole like online relationship and everything. Boy brings her into the real world, risking his life. Turns out she doesn't even like him that way. She just wants to be friends.
I forgot. I forgot about that. Oh man, I
Uh,
think she was like corrupted by Xanos or something. But
yeah,
yeah, that's you know, we've discussed it before, but nice guys finish last apparently.
unless you're Jonathan Joestar.
That's true. I mean, dude, what a
It's
he
Sonic
he was the
X.
OG simp. He downloaded his anime waifu into the
Hmm.
real world and she said, "Oh, let's just be friends."
Yeah.
He just got friends. He got friends so hard.
Let me see. You ever see Zatch Bell?
Oh my god. Yes, they're remaking it.
They are all me and my brother were really into Zatch Bell growing up.
Dude, Zatch Bell had a really dope fighting game for the Game Boy Advance that I used to play all the time. But yeah, Zatch Bell, they're giving it a remake. I know they're doing a live action too, which
Mhm.
who knows how that'll go.
I'm hopeful. I'm still hopeful for the One Piece live action. Um,
Well, I'll let you have that hope.
yeah. Well, like me and my brother, we had like the books because they had a card game, and you had like a book that looked like the grimoires from the show, and then you would put the cards in the book, and then you would flip to the card, and that's how you activate your spell. Well, we didn't know that like you're supposed to actually like play the card game as well. So we would just like randomly start shouting each other in the neighborhood, like doing these stupid spell things, and then we would get frustrated with each other because we'd be like, "Well, no, you can't do that because I did this," and then they would turn into sibling love. So beating the shit out of
Yeah,
each other,
that brings me back to when I had no idea how the hell to play Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh. We just shout things at each other and hope
right?
that we would come to an agreement. I remember I got into a fist fight once playing Yu-Gi-Oh
Mm-hmm.
because there was a OG card called Boar Soldier,
Mm-hmm.
and this one kid kept pronouncing it as Boar Sloiger, and
Oh
I
my
walked
god.
him I walked him through spelling and pronunciation. Keep in mind we were like 6. This
Mm-hmm.
kid got livid.
Oh wow.
We got into a fight about it. I haven't thought about that in so long.
Did you ever watch Sonic X?
No, I
Really?
I never watched any Sonic content except for the Say No to Drugs commercial and some PSAs.
You haven't even watched like the new live action Sonic movies?
No, I haven't.
I actually really liked the first one, and I'm gonna watch the second one.
I've heard good things about Sonic in general. I don't know. The games just don't particularly interest me.
Mm-hmm.
I think the fan base is something else. We should talk about fandom sometime because
I
holy shit.
I'm down for that.
I would love to just rip on fandoms all day.
Let me think here. Oh, Kirby, right back at you.
Oh,
I love that show. That was
Kirby in general is just such a Chad.
he really is. His series is so like deep, and no one realizes it. Oh,
Digimon, that's a classic. Didn't watch too much of it, but it was a Pokemon ripoff that was essentially capitalizing on the success of Pokemon and the rise of the internet and the digital age.
Digimon's really come into its own though. But I actually went to the movie theaters and watched the Digimon movie like in theaters, and it had like the Angela Anaconda like intro, which I did not like. But I remember watching the movie and really liking it because like the first scene is like a giant fucking kaiju Digimon wrecking Tokyo.
That sounds kind of sick. I've never seen the movie.
Yeah, it's crazy because the movie took more like off of the actual Japanese translations, so there's like some of the weird stuff in there. But I really liked Digimon growing up, or at least the first series. if you asked me to name a Digimon, I could not do it though. I think I can name like 2 or 3.
Yeah, I can't name any now that I think about it. Like Grokumon or something.
Let's see.
I don't
There's
know.
like I know Devimon. He was like the big like bad, and then there's Agumon, which was like the little
That's the T-Rex dude.
yeah the
Yeah,
T Rex dude.
that's what I was thinking. You know who I know? Renamon.
Renamon. I know Renamon too, but not for the right
Yep.
reasons.
hmm Oh, I love when people just get furious about that. But you know what? Why don't we save that for a fandom talk? Because
You want to talk about Pokemon now?
yeah. Oh, I love Reshiram.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of Gardevoir. They have such great personalities.
Yeah, two giant personalities. But wait, you don't know the I love Reshiram guy? Have you seen him?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
thank God.
the Mudkip meme.
hmm
Hey, I heard you like Mudkips.
Oh, the Vaporeon meme too.
Oh no. Oh
Save it
no.
for the fandom talk.
Yeah.
We're corrupting our Saturday morning cartoon talk.
Well, I guess if we're doing cartoons, Wacky Races.
No,
You
not
never watched that?
familiar. Nope.
Okay. Oh, Chaotic. Did you watch Chaotic?
Oh, it rings a bell.
It was another card game, but like they were in the game. So like when they play the card on the machine, they turn into the monster and then they fight their opponent in it. But then there's like a whole like MMO world where you can like leave the battle areas to like actually go and interact with these things. It was like you mixed Yu-Gi-Oh and Digimon together, and then in the real world, the card game was like Magic the Gathering.
That actually sounds kind of sick. And of course, the lawnmower people are here, so that's dope.
Ours mow on Tuesdays.
Ours mow whenever the fuck they feel like it, and it makes it really hard to schedule meetings or things like this.
Oh no. Um, I think what else there was on Foxbox and stuff. Let me think. See, did you ever watch the 4K dub of One Piece?
I think I've seen like one or two episodes, but
Mhm.
wasn't really wasn't really that big into One Piece. And I'll wait for it to finish,
Yeah.
and then I'll likely watch it because everyone's telling me you gotta watch Naruto, you gotta watch One Piece, but I'm watching Naruto before then.
My like biggest thing for anyone wanting to get into like the big three series is to find a guide to watch them without filler,
That's true. That's very true. Uh,
especially Bleach.
yeah, Bleach, especially the arc that's getting a re-release, or not a re-release, but an adaptation in this October. Hopefully, they resolve the issue with filler because it
Mhm.
was bad pacing.
You know, what's kind of funny is like 40 years ago from when like the Foxbox and stuff happened, like Americans hated Japan, right? And then they're like now it's like we're all buddy buddy. But I never thought about how early exposed people were to anime, and it kind of makes me more salty now that like kids in school don't get bullied for watching anime as much as when I was in school, where it was like, "Ooh, you watch anime, you fucking nerd," and I'm like, "Oh, well, I guess I have to play sports to compensate for my nerdiness."
See, that's the opposite of me. I just lock myself away and watch more anime.
I didn't have internet for growing up. I
Well, don't they make them fancy Japanese picture books?
Yeah, I owned a singular manga until I was in high school, and it was a like the third volume of the Kingdom Hearts 2 manga. So I bought it at a Scholastic book fair, and I would use it to try to learn how to draw, and I was not very good at it.
Oh, do you have any of those?
I do. What, the drawings?
Yes.
No. So a
Fuck.
lot of my drawings and my early writings got destroyed because I left them in my locker, and somebody broke into my locker and took my book bag, and I never saw them again.
Well, shit. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that I never wrote like a journal because I feel like whoever had gone through that stuff would be like, this kid is going to either fucking kill himself or everybody.
Well, at least if they had read your journal, you probably know who it was because they'd be treating you very differently.
Yeah, someone did get like someone did find one of the notebooks, but a lot of the stuff had been ripped out of it, which was like kind of disappointing. But I did
Did some?
find someone else use some of the short stories. They turned
Oh,
those in as their own,
oh.
and it's like, well, I can't really call plagiarism on them because I don't own the thing that they were in anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if that was the same person because the person that had it was not very smart, so I don't think they could figure out how to lockpick. But hey, if it got them a B plus in their fucking English class that they were failing, then fine for me.
Fair enough. Oh, what else?
How does
I can
this
talk about cartoons, not necessarily anime.
Dexter's Lab,
Mm-hmm. Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, Invader Zim, The Works,
Time Squad,
Time Squad. Oh man,
Batman the animated series? Loved
this
it.
that was pretty good.
I loved it. Batman Beyond.
Crypto the Super Dog.
I actually really liked that show, and then eventually it got on my nerves with the reruns.
Understandable.
What is it? What was that squirrel one called?
Ooh,
Squirrel Boy.
Squirrel Boy.
Do you remember that one?
No, I don't.
It was like about this kid whose brother was like a giant anamorphic squirrel. I don't remember much more past that, besides the fact that there was a Cartoon Network hired they licensed the Flaming Lips song for one of their like promotions for it, and I was like, oh, Flaming Lips, they're like one of my favorite bands, so maybe I'll watch the show. It is such a fever dream. I do not remember like anything from it. I think the only like noticeable thing is there's an episode where the dad is like outed of wearing a toupee and he gets like a midlife crisis about it.
Do you think that? Do you think that some of these shows just impacted our generation in ways we don't understand, such as Kirby awaking people's vor fetish, or people watching Digimon and saying, "I like that. I think I'm going to dress up as an anthropomorphic animal."
If anything, if anything, they just made people want to smoke weed.
That's true.
Um, oh man, like now that I think about it, the Flaming Lips would be the perfect band to do like the Squirrel Boy like promotion with, because their music is like doing drugs but not doing drugs, and I love it. I went and saw them live, and it was like taking LSD but not actually having to take it. Let's see what other shows. I'm trying to remember. Uh,
I get in this conversation frequently, and shows get brought up that I immediately forget.
there's just so many.
Hmm. So
Uh,
many good ones. I
what
feel
is it?
bad for the kids these days that
Yeah,
have to deal with Teen Titans Go and think that's quality. Although that probably just makes me sound really old.
I will be honest. Me and my girlfriend sat down and watched the crossover movie with them and the original Teen Titans,
I heard
and
that was good.
it was good. It wasn't horrible. Like it was like annoying, like when the Teen Titans Go people were on screen, but
Hmm.
like it actually played off really well together, and I was really surprised because I did not want to watch it.
Dude, Teen Titans was so fucking good.
Yeah, we've got it. We've got it all on DVD, like in our
Crushing
living
on
room.
Raven super hard.
I was actually more into Starfire,
Why?
surprisingly.
She's such a dink.
I red hair.
I guess I'm more of a big titty goth GF kind of
I
guy.
I liked Raven too. I also liked Jinx, and then I saw her actual comic book adaptation. I didn't like her anymore, and I feel bad about that. But I'm not. As much as I hate to say it, I'm not into women with no hair.
Wow. That's a hot take.
It. I think they're amazing people, but attractiveness wise, I'm not really attracted to you that way. I'm gonna cut this out.
You want to know? Oh man, you're gonna cut out that you don't like bald women?
Yeah.
What, are you afraid Will Smith's gonna rock your shit
You
if he
know,
listens to this?
you know what? You know what? No, I'm gonna leave the hot take in there. It's not that bad of a hot take.
You know what? Stand by what you believe in. All
It's
right?
not
That's
like I wouldn't. It's not like I hate them. I would be. I have no problems with them, but to be attracted to them, I'm not.
that's yeah, totally understandable.
Yeah, it's not my forte. But you know
I
what's
mean,
great about bald women though is that they could wear
oh
any
boy,
wig you want, and they could
that's
be
true.
anyone you want. So.
That's very true. Stop making me think about bald women, please.
Oh, okay, okay. Let's see. Original Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, I loved original Powerpuff Girls. Mojo Jojo. What was it? Him.
Him. That's just his name. Oh, him.
I think what's it called? They made a remake of the Powerpuff Girls. I'd never watched it, but I heard
It's
that
bad.
I heard it was pretty bad, and I heard that the creator used it as an excuse to do like self-insert and had some pretty weird things to say about the preschool aged children.
Yeah, yeah, he did. He had like a whole thing with Blossom.
Hmm. Similar to I think we mentioned Scooby Doo already a little bit, but they just announced that they're making a spin-off series around Velma
Hmm.
and will not be including Scooby Doo, the dog. The dog will not be involved. The show is for adults, and Velma is black.
I'd watch
Which,
it.
yeah, it's just. I think that's projecting
Hmm.
the voice actress for it, but I really don't want to go down that rabbit hole because it upsets me.
I I don't know. The Scoob movie like made Velma darker skin, and I thought she was just supposed to be Latina or Latin. What was it, Latinx now? I can't keep up with names because I don't like follow popular trends.
Hmm. I
So
don't. The only people who use the term Latinx are people on Twitter who migrated over from Tumblr. Even the Latin American community does not like the term Latinx because it is incredibly difficult to pronounce in Spanish.
yeah, I was trying to pronounce it in Spanish. I was like, that no, it don't
Oh,
work that way.
don't get me started on Twitter. Oh, don't worry, we'll be upset for you and defend you. Back
No.
back to Saturday morning cartoons.
Okay.
Jesus.
Um. See, Dexter's Lab was my favorite.
Hmm.
Saturday Samurai Jack wasn't a Saturday morning cartoon.
You know what? I feel like we should definitely talk about Samurai Jack in the future because that was one of the best shows to come out of that time, in
Oh
my
yeah,
opinion.
I remember when the last season came out where they finished the
Oh,
show. I binge watched the whole series.
oh, it was so good. I loved Samurai Jack. There's a movie coming out.
Oh, I can't wait. I know there was a game that recently came out that got really good reviews.
Yeah, the movie coming out has been in production since 2001, so
Oh,
we'll see. Oh, there's no release date for it. I'm just saying they never officially canceled the movie.
well, good. Did you ever watch Cow and Chicken?
Yes, Cow and Chicken, Angry Beavers,
Yes, Angry
Ed, and
Beavers.
Eddie.
I liked Ed and Eddie. My mom actually like made me and my brother stop watching Ed and Eddie
Why? What did
because
you do?
we had said something. We were talking with other children at the time about something, and a
Oh,
parent overheard us, and they didn't hear the whole conversation. But we were talking about Ed and Eddie, and I was like, "Yeah, it'd be funny if I just went and bashed my head off of that chair over there." And then that parent told my mom, and she's like, "You guys can't watch Ed and Eddie anymore." I was like, "Oh,
damn.
why not?"
Oh,
um,
that
Billy and
sucks.
Mandy.
Oh, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
I
And there were some spin-offs for it too. I think my favorite episode from that is when they did the Kragara Godzilla ripoff
yeah,
and the Harry Potter ripoff as well.
I
Lord Moldy Butt.
I really liked the Cthulhu episode.
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
So Grim has this monster phone in the basement, but if a human talks into it, it like it drags them into another universe, and it just makes like tentacle squishing noises on the other end.
Oh God.
So Billy answers the phone with Erwin. They try to make a call to do Yo Mama jokes. And they call Cthulhu, and they do a Yo Mama joke, and he fucking pulls them into the Lovecraft universe. And they make them telemarketers. So in this universe, Cthulhu owns a telemarketing business that does prank calls, and it turns people into Cthulhu monsters.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I love that episode so much, and that show introduced me to Voltaire, which is a musician I
Yep.
really like.
He sings the Brains song, doesn't he? I
Yes.
was gonna mention Voltaire. I haven't listened to any of his stuff within the past 3 to 5 years, but some of his stuff's bangers, especially some of
Mhm.
the sea shanty stuff he produces.
Yeah, I like dark cabaret music, so I'm a big fan of him.
He's a bit of a weird guy.
Yeah, he is. He has a whole like YouTube show where he does like homemaking stuff.
What?
Yeah, where he does like home crafts, but like goth home crafts.
Oh boy, that's awesome.
Yeah, well, when he was married with his first, I think his first wife, because I think he got married again. Um, they had a book called the Guide to Gothic Homemaking. So it's pretty cool. Like he did one where you make like Halloween spooky themed Halloween party stuff, and another one was like a towel rack made with bones.
That's kind of sick. Although
Yeah,
it's a very niche taste.
I think it's cool because I like gothic exterior stuff and interior decorations. Like I really like the Victorian horror vibe of things. Now, will my home be decorated in that? Well, if I had a job where I didn't actually have to interact with human people and I got paid to do nothing, probably. Not with real bones, though.
I mean, bro, you could always just turn your basement into that. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna turn my basement into a bar.
Yeah, that's the plan. But oh, dude, if you made your basement into like a gothic bar,
Oh, yeah.
that'd be sick. Just
That'd
serving
be.
up absinthe.
Yes. Just turn on the cure. I want you all to dance the Joy Division. I don't know. I always wanted to go to a goth bar, but there is like none in Ohio.
Yeah, Ohio doesn't strike me as the kind of place that would have a big goth scene.
They did when I was growing. At least I thought they did when I was growing up.
Why? Because you saw the teenagers going around
Yeah.
dressed like emo kids.
Yeah, I would see goth kids at the mall, and I wanted to do that. And then when I was able to be a teenager at the mall, no one else was goth, and it's like, well, I can't afford to be goth anyways. So,
Understandable.
and now my style is just middle-aged dad because it's easier.
My style is work from home, deadbeat. I'm sitting here currently just in my underwear and no shirt, which I do that all day during work. I never wear a shirt, but I have one set off to the side if I have to be on a call.
Yeah, I've got I have like lounge pants that have pandas and flamingo inner tubes floating on the water, and I have a like blue tank top.
That's sick.
Yeah. But like
Very
normally
cool.
if you see me out in the wild, I'm wearing like a solid color t-shirt and like khaki shorts or jeans with my slip-on Skechers.
If you see me out in the wild, there's a 60% chance I'll be wearing khakis or nice jeans with a button down shirt, and
Hmm.
40% chance you'll see me out there in a raggedy ass t shirt and pajamas going to buy beer.
That was me last night. As I was just in my pajamas. They don't even match. And I just
Nope.
got in my car and drove to the drive-through.
Oh, yeah, I used to go out all the time in my pajamas. Like every day I'd go to class in my PJs where it got to the point where I wore jeans to class one day and someone confronted me about it asking what happened to my pajamas.
Yeah, like literally as an adult, when I used to have like middle of the day days off, just show up to Walmart, like just out of bed with whatever clean pajamas I could find. And I'm just like These people probably think that I do not have a life or anything. But it's just
Dude.
when you're not at work, you're just like you don't give a shit. It's like I want to be comfortable.
Yeah, I had I had an incident at Walmart one day
Oh no.
where I went to go buy something, don't recall what,
Hmm.
but I arrived there in a t-shirt and pajamas. And as a hot-blooded American, I believe in freedom of choice. And
Hmm.
that choice includes occasionally not wearing underwear if I'm lazy enough.
Yeah.
So I was walking up to Walmart in my PJs, no underwear, and there was this 85-year-old woman in a wheelchair in front. And I realized, wow, it's a little breezy today.
Oh no.
My buttoned fly was not buttoned, and everything was flapping around for the world to see. And this 85-year-old woman looked like she was about to have a heart attack.
Oh no.
So I don't I don't do that anymore. I mean, she wasn't looking away, but
Better make sure grandma's pacemaker's working. You know,
yeah,
uh, it's just I don't even like wear matching clothes half the time when I leave if I'm just going to the store real quick.
exactly.
I have I don't care. And then my girlfriend will make fun of me for like my normal like when we have to go out clothes and I'm like I am about functionality over fashion, okay? You know,
Fair
middle-aged
enough.
dads have it right. These are comfortable and they're easy to move in.
Oh man.
You know, I just got back from vacation not too long ago,
Oh
and I
good.
found out why the week I went was like the cheapest week ever for Florida.
Was it hurricane season or something?
No, it's when all of the foreign travelers come from Europe,
Uh-huh.
and all of the overweight Americans that can actually walk but choose not to go.
Okay.
So, look, I get there's a lot of people that are way too heavy to walk, and I understand that. But the ones that can walk, that like you're not super heavy, but you could totally walk, taking these scooters and getting in line at the Krusty Burger when I had to sit in line for an hour for a fucking burger.
Oh God.
Okay.
I guarantee the Europeans were taking pictures of all the electric wheelchair bound, morbidly obese, middle-aged
They were.
American men waiting in line for the Krusty Burger.
They were.
Yeah,
They
I
were.
believe it.
I actually had to use my Spanish more than I thought, and I remembered, oh, I can only speak Spanish as a like toddler level, but I know what people are saying, and some of the shit these people from Spain are saying is hilarious. They're just like they're ripping on these Americans, man. Like,
Shit, I'd rip on them in English. That's hilarious.
weren't we talking about Saturday morning cartoons?
And then we got into talking about flashing old women at Walmart and the American obesity crisis. How does this happen to us? Every time,
I
dude.
don't know. My cat's about to like meow into the microphone. So,
Oh, well, have her say hi
do
then.
you have anything to say, buddy? No, you're just trying to lick the crab snacks that I ate.
The crab snacks?
So they at the store they sell these things called seafood snackers, and they're like imitation crab sticks. And I was hungry, but I didn't feel like making anything, so I just like ate these, and they're actually really good for you apparently. So, because they're only like
That's
80 calories for the whole pack.
Bro, is that true or is that just what Big Crab Stick tells people?
I mean, I don't know, but it's got crab in it. It's
Imitation crab. It's
isn't
got
it
crab
imitation crab?
flavoring. You said
Oh yeah,
imitation.
crab flavored seafood made from surimi, a fully cooked fish protein.
Mm-hmm.
That's alright. I will never eat. I'll eat this, but I will never eat canned tuna.
What?
I don't like canned tuna. I don't like shredded tuna. I don't even like shredded chicken. It's a weird texture thing.
Not even like a tuna sandwich?
No, I cannot stand it. And I think there's a little bit of PTSD in there where I was like forced to eat a tuna sandwich when I was a kid. But I can't. I love tuna like sushi, but I
Mm.
cannot. I like tuna like steak, but I cannot for the life of me eat shredded tuna.
Yeah, I can see it.
makes me sick. I don't like shredded chicken either. It makes me sick.
Yeah, anything like machine processed shredded meat. I could see that being unappetizing.
I like ham salad. Oof, won't even touch it.
Ham salad.
Yeah, you know what that is?
I can make a guess.
It's like so you mince up some ham and then you shred it. So it's like little tiny like minces. No, buddy, you can't walk on the keyboard. Um, and they mix it with something, and I can't. I don't like paste meat. I'm not eating Soylent Green here, people.
Oh man. Fucking Saturday morning cartoons, Soylent Green, flashing old women. I think.
Sorry, everyone. My cat walked on the keyboard.
Well, pick her up. Have her send us off.
It was the boy cat. Come here, buddy.
Pick him up.
You
Sorry
meow
for
me?
misgendering your cat.
Here, come here. Come here. Nope. Oh, he won't let me pick him up. I already picked him up off the desk, and he's like, "Nope, you can't touch me now."
Well, it looks like you're gonna have to meow to send us off then.
Meow. Join us next time for H&R Puff and stuff.
Fucking hell.
Next week we talk about the pound puppies.
No, oh no.
I don't think I ever watched it. Let me think. What else can I think of? Join us next time for the Legend of Zelda, the animated series. Excuse me, princess. Goodbye, everyone.
Damn. All right, goodbye, everyone. I'm going golfing. Holy shit.
Yeah.